Okay. Hello. Turn the music down just a tad. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I am okay today, I think. Yeah. Alright, hello, everybody. Welcome to Nail Friday! Nail Friday, yay! Excited to have you all here. Let's turn the TV on real quick. Alright. Okay, we got Ricky. Hi, Ricky. Hello, Daz Eyes Bandages. Welcome in, welcome in. Did you guys know that Ever After High got taken off Netflix? I'm so sad. Like, what the flip? I have heard of that show. I have not seen it, though. I heard it was interesting. But yeah, hello, everybody. I am here. I am alive. I don't know. I'm probably only gonna stream for 2 hours today, maybe. Just do my thumbs, do the apples, but then I might take off just because I'm kind of exhausted today. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? Mama did not raise a quitter. That is for sure. Nail Friday was going to happen regardless. Oh gosh, okay. Let me put my sunscreen on my fingers real quick. And then we can go ahead and get started right away. I have a couple of cool things to show y'all on stream. One of my friends, Chris, released a new song called Big Sky, and we are going to watch it on stream. I told him that I would watch it on stream, so that's what we're gonna do before I get started on the apple nails. I'll kind of go into detail on why I chose apples today. But yeah, we all doing good? We all healthy? Made it through the week, in one piece, you know? At least I did. I just had a lot to do this week. Now I can just sit down and do my little nails. Yep, that's good. Good. It's nice to see you two here. My loyal fans, my loyal viewers. But yeah, I have, this time around, I actually, wrote a couple things down that we can talk about. And I also got a playlist of YouTube videos we can watch. I did, you know, I know it's early, but like, I just want Halloween to be here. So I put on some Wendigoon videos on my playlist for, cryptids, like his videos on cryptids, just spooky creatures, things like that. So that's what we're gonna watch today, if I get bored or something. So yeah. That is what we are going to do. Oh man, my cat kind of got me on my fingers here, so just gotta be careful with that. All right, let's see here. We are loyal. Yes, you are loyal. You are lovely. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to hear. Sorry, let me move my mic down just a tad. Let me know if the music is too loud or quiet. I'm pretty sure it's fine. I didn't do a test stream today, so if anything goes wrong, blame it on me, because I didn't do a test stream. Okay. Man. What even happened this week? I don't even remember. That's the worst part. My week was pretty good though. Oh yes, yesterday I uploaded a new animation. I had that one finished for quite a while, actually. I finished it like a month ago, and my friend was still working on like the final touches of the song. Pepin, I mean. My friend Pepin, and they were still working on like the final thing, like release date for the songs and stuff. So yeah. I liked how it turned out. It didn't really pop off, but you know what? That's okay. It's not Delta animation, like I get it. I don't know. I worked pretty hard on it, but it's okay. We live, we laugh, love, learn. Alright, let me show you, okay, well, we won't do that yet. Let me just show you, my setup is a little bit different this time around. I have my light kind of behind me. Got the, I should probably go get my crystals real quick. Let me think about that. Oh, I didn't even plug in my lamp. I didn't even plug in my lamp. Okay. I'm already scuffed. I'm already dried up. Like, I'm already washed. Streamer fail. Okay, give me 1 second here. I do have my tea, though. That's for true. Let me show you that. Yum. I got dinner right here. And yeah, we're pretty much set for the next 3 or 4 hours. Alright. Now let me plug in my lamp without breaking anything. Oh, that's not gonna work. Jeez. Okay. Let me hold on. Alright, we're gonna have to improv a little bit here. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Jesus. I had to like contort around my desk in order to do this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think tonight's gonna be pretty fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Oh, it's unplugged. Oh, God. Okay. I thought it was broken. Could you imagine my nail lamp being broken? That would suck. The nail Friday would be canceled indefinitely. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let me grab my crystals real quick, and then we will get started. For real, for real. 1 second. Oh god. Yeah, my room is kind of going through a little bit of a transformation, if you will. So, we're gonna do green rock, and then we're gonna do... Got my amethyst, and I got a mysterious green crystal I don't know the name of. Over here. Make sure... Alright, looking good so far. We focusing? Ooh. Yeah, glitter jinxie still okay. Here's my thing, right? I need a new lamp, that's for sure. I need a new lamp or a content, what do you even call it? A ring light? Almost said ringworm. Oh my god. Shut up! Shut up! Julie! Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. Intrusive thoughts get the best of me sometimes. Hold on. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I need a new light for sure. That's something I'm going to invest in. This is why you do a test stream. Okay, here we go. Alright. This is what I wanted to do. Okay, oh, I almost just spilled acetone. Sorry if I don't talk as much. I'm in a call in the server at the same time, but don't worry, I'm still listening. That's all good. It's all good. It's gonna be fairly, you know, chill stream, as always. Today, we are going to be doing apples on my nails. I'm only going to be using 3 colors today. White, red, and green for just the leaves. I I don't want to do red and green together on lot because I don't want like Christmas nails. Not super huge fan of Christmas. I'm more of a Halloween girly. That's just me though. But yeah, I am gonna do apples and hearts and just random stuff that comes to my mind, and then we'll just see how it goes. But yeah, let me think. Let me think for 1 second here. Oh, all right. So this is a here. Let me turn off the music real quick here. Okay. So this is a music video, single my friend Hi, I'm Chris did. They just dropped it, I think yesterday, and I told him I would watch it on stream, and because I haven't heard it yet, I wanted to wait till I was streaming to hear it for the first time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and
so let me know when I'm
gonna go ahead and play it. Yeah, so excited! Big Sky.
And go.
Okay.
Okay.
A song by Hi, I'm Chris. Yes. Chris is awesome. Love, your love fades.
I've tried 40,000 times and it'll leave you broken side of bed.
Oh man, the video looks so good. Just muted it. No. So catchy. Guitar is so pretty. Wait, was that a plane? What was that? That was scary. I didn't like that. 55 I was watching Chris and I forgot who edited this, but they were editing it on stream in their server yesterday. It was really fun to watch. Or no, not yesterday, it was like a couple nights ago. Yeah. Oh, it turned out so well. It turned out so good though. I didn't want to spoil the whole song for myself though. Sky. Big sky. I wonder where he is. Let me drink some tea. Oh. Oh, I didn't see this part. What happened to him? My friend died. They scheduled their tweets. They're dead. It sucks. That was a pretty good video. I like that.
That was a fuck up. No, that was good.
Oh, this is my animation, but I'm not going to glaze myself. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna show my animation on stream. Like, no, let's not do that. Okay, we'll get to this in a second. Yeah, that was Big Sky by my friend Hi, I'm Chris. I want to stream their music, on my streams more often. They said I could, so yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So now I have more variety of music other than Delta and Undertale to play on stream, which I love Delta and Undertale, but I loved your animatic. It was such a vibe. Thank you. Yeah, my friend wanted me to do a little like, or I think I forgot how it happened. I think either I wanted to do it or he wanted me to do it. I don't remember. But yeah, I wanted to just make a animation for my friend and I did. It took me man, I don't know how long it took me, but I think I was working on it like 2 weeks straight. Like every single day I was working on it for 2 weeks straight and just drawing everything and stuff like that. Hello, Sleepy Axolotl. Welcome in. We're doing our freaking nails. Here. Okay, let me actually tell y'all what we're doing. So we're gonna be doing apples on my thumbs, okay? We're gonna be doing apples on my thumbs. I don't know about the rest of the nails, but I'll figure it out as I go. But yeah, I'm gonna do apples on my thumbs. I'm gonna do one that's sliced open, and I'm gonna do one that is just an apple. So it's like a little variety. And I think like I'll just do hearts or something on my other nails. I don't know. I did not really plan for this, but the base coat we are going to be using is white. So yeah, I was kind of debating on whether or not I should like mix these colors together and make like a new polish, but I haven't tested it out, so it might end in a huge disaster. Guys, she's a pixel person with real hands. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to disappoint. You know what I should do? I should lower my quality to 144p. That's what I should do. My camera, I mean. And then it can be all pixely and stuff. Like really bad quality. That's not a bad idea. I'm sorry, I broke the immersion of being a pixel person. I apologize. I'm unfortunately a 1080p person in real life. How would it be 4K? Much to think about, you know, do we see in 4K or 1080p, you know? Much to think about. I'm just joking. Okay, I am going to go ahead and just start, or let's just start. Here, sorry, let me turn on some music so it's not just me yapping. Let me just shuffle the playlist a little bit. Oh, yes. Core. Okay. Let me know if the music is too loud. I think it should be fine. Alright, music should be fine. But yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and get started. Do 1p best quality. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do, take some tape. I do have some videos that we can watch together while I do my nails. I'm just gonna take some tape, put it on the sponge, get any stupid little hairs off of the sponge, because I have a cat that likes to sabotage me, so sabotage my nails. But yeah, if you were here in my last stream, I did swans. I killed the swans yesterday off of my thumbs, and now we're gonna do apples. And the reason I'm gonna do apples is because me and my friend Chris have kind of like a, I wouldn't say inside joke, but we like talk about apple fritters on our Instagram notes a lot, and we just like go back and forth. That's kind of been a running joke between us for a little bit. So I was like, why not do some apple themed nails? It's gonna be fall soon. I thought it fit. I like apples, whatever. Chris likes apples, I think. Pretty sure Chris likes apples, right? Yeah, they totally do. Okay. Let's go ahead. This is acetone. I'm just dipping it in. And I'm just gonna swipe my nail. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well tonight. I did have some things I did want to talk about on stream. I'm just gonna swipe those nails, get any stupid oils off of the nails. Alright. Sure we do. Okay. Cool. All right. Alexa, set a timer for 30 seconds. Awesome. Okay, I guess one thing I wrote something down. Let's see. So I know it's a little early for this question, but I don't really care. What are you all planning on being for Halloween? For me, I can't really decide. I'm jumping around between like Wednesday or Peter Griffin or Chris's Dark World form, or Alexa, stop, or like Lois Griffin. Like I wasn't really sure what to go with for Halloween, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna be Peter Griffin for Halloween. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I should go all out and just like stuff a bunch of pillows under my shirt, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's either that or Lois. Could be Ariel, I guess, for Halloween. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to be for Halloween. Base gel. Okay. Alright, we're starting with our base gel. Oh my glob. Hold on. My setup is a little bit weird now just because I'm moving a lot of stuff in my room. I'm just doing a lot of different things in my room right now, so setup is a little bit weird, but it's all good. I could be Azrael for Halloween, but yeah, what are you all gonna be for Halloween? Because I don't really know yet. It's probably too early to ask that question. Maybe I'll just be an apple. I don't know. What's next? Oh, scary stories. I don't really have any. I do have scary stories, but let's see. Well, let me think about that. Ooh, yeah, actually, there's one time I was visiting my friends, and me and a couple of my friends went to an abandoned bowling alley. Oh my gosh, that was so creepy, because like you can like tell, like inside you could tell it was like a bowling alley, but like inside it was like just the remnants, you know what I mean? Like the ceiling was falling apart. Like the top of the ceiling was falling apart, and like everything was just kind of like torn up. There was a mattress just like chilling in front of one of the bathrooms. Like it was just so creepy. There was just a bunch of stuff, like random things everywhere, and like I just felt so weird being in there. I couldn't be in there for very long because I was just like, guys, this is so creepy. I am definitely not the type of person to like, I don't know, go to abandoned like places. I don't know, they kind of freak me out a little bit. I'm totally down for like haunted houses and stuff like that for sure, but when it comes to like abandoned buildings, they kind of scare me because it's like, I don't know, unknown terror. I guess that's what the whole thrill of it is, like, oh, you don't know what's gonna be in there, but it's like yeah, I don't know. Could be intruding on someone's little happy safe space, you know? Abandoned malls are the ones that intrigue me the most, though. Like, I would probably go to an abandoned mall. Probably not, like, an abandoned hospital, only because there's, like, so many, like, rooms, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many rooms, there's so many, like, corners, and, like, long hallways, and, like, I don't know, I feel like abandoned hospital is way creepier than, like, abandoned mall, because, like, in an abandoned mall, you can, like, kind of see everything around you. You can kind of like see like, oh, you know, like it's not like as like crowded. There's not a lot of places to really hide unless it's like super run down, but like I don't know. Also in, like, abandoned hospitals, like, you know, people have, like died in there, and it's, like, spooky. I don't know, it's just spooky, and you just think about, like, all that creepy stuff. But yeah, no, if I was invited to go to an abandoned building, I would. Reluctantly, of course, but if I was with other people, I feel like I would be fine. I don't know. I guess I have a one quote-unquote like scary story as a kid. When I was a kid, I was staying with my father for a little bit, and I remember when I was a kid, I like had this, I didn't have like a fear of old people. Obviously, like, I loved my grandparents as a kid, but like I like thought old people were like creepy when I was younger as a kid. Obviously, I don't really think that now for obvious reasons. I'm not. But when I was a kid, like, old people used to scare me. I don't know. I was just silly. But yeah, I remember I opened the gate, right? To like go into like my dad's backyard or something, and the gate was tall, so I couldn't really see over it. And I opened the gate, and there's just this like old scary man just standing there staring at me. Like, I opened the gate, and I'm like, oh, and then I just closed the gate and I run off because it scared me so bad. I just like, I saw him as like, oh, nope, and then I closed the gate and I ran off. I'm pretty sure it was like my dad's friend or something, but I was like, oh hell no, and I just ran. I just closed the gate and I just ran off. I didn't like scream or anything. I was just like, we're not doing that today. Obviously I am not scared of old people anymore. That'd be kind of funny if I still was, but it wasn't like an irrational phobia I had as a kid. It was just like one of those things where it's like, oh, old people kind of creep me out. You know? But I think that's just because I watched like a lot of horror movies as a kid. Like, I just watched like a lot of movies where like you got the creepy old grandma and stuff. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Ooh, I just got polish on my hand. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna start with the base coat here. I think after yeah, after this first coat, I'm gonna turn on some YouTube videos I have on the playlist I made. Oh no! Okay. Me when I flood the cuticle, bro. I'm gonna try to make these look good. I really, you know, I'm really gonna try. Me and this white polish, we have a toxic relationship. At least I think. Very toxic. Very not healthy at all. Okay, there's the first coat. Let me go ahead and clean some of this off real quick. And of course, there is cat hair where I don't want it to be. Bro, is there cat hair on my... Okay. If I had to, like... If I was Mob Psycho and I, like, had to, like... I had a percentage on, like, when I was gonna crash out. Like, 100 is when I crash out. I would probably... I'm probably, like, at, like, 30 right now. I just want my nails to look good. That's it. I love this song. It's It's one of my favorite Undertale songs. I think it is my favorite Undertale song. Do 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 do. Okay. Go ahead and cap the top. Yeah, after I do this first layer, I'll put on some YouTube videos that I picked out. Applebee's! I love that video. No, we're not going to Applebee's right now. Applebee's! That video, dude. That video is so funny. The kid really loves Applebee's. You know, you'd think a kid would like, I don't know, McDonald's or Wendy's or Chuck E. Cheese. No, that kid was all about Applebee's. I always thought those. Ah, crap, my brush. Okay. I am not doing okay. No, I'm fine. Hello, Camden. Welcome in. I'm about to play a video on stream real quick. I actually came prepared this time, so. Okay. Yeah, I actually came prepared. Prepared. God. I came prepared this stream, okay? Let me tell you what I came prepared. I wrote down things to talk about. I've already talked about two out of three of them, and now I only have one more left. I'm baking left, okay? I used to bake a lot, actually. I was like my friend Vaughn for a little bit. I baked quite a bit. I really do enjoy baking and cooking, honestly. Like for other people, not for myself. I find it very boring when I cook for myself. But if I'm cooking for like somebody else, I feel like I really lock in and I actually do a good job, you know? But yeah, hello Camden. My friend Camden is a huge fan of Silk Song. And guess what? Freaking Silk Song is coming out on September 4th. So I'm very happy for my friend Camden. They get to do the Silk Song. So yeah. Give a round of applause for my friend Camden for being able to play Silk Song. But yeah, oh man, Camden, I gotta like show you my room at some point. You are not ready to see my room right now. I've been doing some modifications. I haven't told you about them yet. I've been doing some modifications. I've been doing some trolling a little bit. I won't show it on stream just because it's, you know, my room. My freaking room. Okay, it's a very cool room, but it's my room, so nobody else gets to see it but me. And I guess Camden and my other friends. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah. Bro, this fucking... Sorry. God. I'm at work right now. Did you move everything? Not really. Let's just say let's just say I innovated a little bit. Like I say all the time, I'm not smart, but I'm innovative. I'll show you what I got going on in my room once I get off stream here. Okay, I'm almost done with this first coat. For some reason, I'm already stressed out, but it's okay. Once we watch the video I put on screen, I think my stress levels will go down to 0. I love this song. Ah! Oh, my glob. Sorry, oh, my glob is kind of like is that like a millennial thing to say? Because it's like Adventure Time. But I grew up on Adventure Time, so that doesn't make any sense. It'd make more sense for me to say it, right? But I feel like it's like a Tumblr thing. I don't know. Am I crazy? Yes. But I am free. Okay. Here we go. Just looks like I have white paint on my nails. Yeah, no. I'm going to really try to make these look good. I'm going to try my darnest. My damnedest? My darnest? My dearest? I don't know. Every time I use this white polish, though, I feel cringe, you know? I feel like it just... I don't... It's so, like, goopy. But maybe when I put a second coat on, it won't look that bad. If it does, I'll just end stream and then we'll be done for the... I'll just have 2 badly painted thumbs for the rest of the week. Oh, it's okay, we don't give up. Or, I don't know. I honestly hate this white polish, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't know. I don't know why, but this white polish is just so weird to work with. I don't know. It's not even old either. It's as old as all the other ones. But I feel like it's got issues, you know? It's just got some issues it needs to sort out, like with its family and like its you know, personal life. And it just takes it out on me, you know? Bro, you're so old. Go back to your family. What are you doing here? Old? Okay. Ugh. You know, I hope one day Nail Friday gets so popular, it's like the next, like, Super Bowl, you know? Everybody and their mother tunes into Nail Friday. You know what I mean? Now, why would that be? I don't know. I do not know. Man, I kind of scuffed these nails. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna full send it. Trust the freaking process. Okay, after I cure this, this nail, we're gonna watch some YouTube videos. Because I feel like last time I did Nail Friday, I kind of came unprepared, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of, like, what to talk about, like, what to do, and stuff like that. So, this stream, I have a playlist of just things that we're gonna watch. And if I want to talk about something, I'll switch to full cam, and then we can just, like, I don't know, talk. But other than that, yeah, we're just gonna watch some YouTube videos. Yeah. I don't feel weird. I just feel like I feel cringe. That's what I feel. Not like cringe with myself, but like I just feel bleh, you know? I just feel bleh. Alright, first coat. Yesterday. Hello. Welcome in right now, right before. Think I've seen you in chat before. Hello. Welcome in. Wait, was that? Wait, what happened yesterday? Did something happen yesterday? I don't think so. What happened yesterday? A lot of things did. Okay, anyways. Let's watch some YouTube while I do the second coat. Let me know if the video is too loud. I'm pretty sure it should be fine. I'll just turn it down just like a teeny tiny bit. Okay.
Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Hey, Apple. Apple. Hey. Hey, Apple.
What? What is it?
Aren't you glad I didn't say apple again?
Yeah, that joke was funny the first 400 times you said it.
Hey, Apple.
What?
You look fruity.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Hey, Apple.
What?
Can you do 10 push-ups in 10 seconds?
What kind of question is that? I don't even have arms. How am I gonna do one push-up?
Hey.
What?
Hey, Apple.
What?
Can you do this?
Oh crap, I just got...
Try it.
No.
Oh, try it!
Okay, you've made your point. Stop it. Would you please be quiet? For crying out loud, would you stop yammering for longer than 3 seconds? I can't even hear myself think.
Hey, Apple.
What?
Knife.
Huh?
Ah!
Ow. Oh, that looks like it hurts. Tried to warn it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I only played that, like, I wanted an excuse to play Annoying Orange, and I'm doing apples on my nails, so I was like, yeah, I'll just put that on. This orange is sure annoying. This orange sure is annoying, yeah, for real. Oh, man. No. God, I just... You know, Annoying Orange and, like, SpongeBob and Fred really, did a number on my personality, probably for better or worse, but you know what? I've accepted that, like, sometimes I can be a little bit, eccentric, I can be a little out there, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I am awesome. I think. Oh my gosh, Gee, welcome in! He probably has a nickname, Annoying Orange. Yeah, he does. Welcome in, Gee. Hello, Friday Nails Day. Yes, hello, Senior Fredbear. Welcome in, Gee. Hello, everybody. I am literally about to play my next... about to play the next video. Hold up. My nails so far are... not done yet, but I'm doing the base coat. We're gonna do apples on both my nails, and hopefully it's not a disaster. But yeah, speaking of apples,
Apple cider is also known as sweet cider or soft cider.
Ooh.
It's darker and cloudier than conventional apple juice because tiny bits of apple are not filtered out. These flavorful fragments are what makes this fall beverage unique.
Oh,
When
yes.
the apples on the trees are ripe, it's time to produce apple cider.
Oh,
They
I'm
process
so
the apples
excited.
within days of the harvest to produce a beverage that tastes both fresh and sweet. It starts with the right mix of apples. Some varieties are sweet and others are tart. This mix of flavors will spice things up.
Like
The
apple
apples float to the
spice?
surface of a water-filled pit and drift
Sorry.
onto a conveyor that takes them into the cider mill. Inside the mill, the apples spill into a washing station. Water sprays the apples as they bounce across rolling brushes.
Oh, wow. I want to be in there. They look so happy in there.
Next, the apples take
Taking a
cup to
little
grinder.
shower.
Inside, a steel arm pushes the apples against a grinder.
Wait. Wait, no.
It shreds them, pits and all, into
Oh.
a pulp.
What was I
This
expecting?
pulp is known as pomace.
Pomace? Oh, that's so sad. Why? I look at that and I feel sad. What's wrong with
From
me?
here, a pump moves it through pipes across the plant, where it arrives at a press.
Oh
The
my
apple juice
gosh.
flows between two
I
porous
feel like
pipes
this
that
is.
wind
I
around
shouldn't be
rollers.
watching this. I feel like I
The
shouldn't be
rollers apply
watching
pressure to
this.
squeeze out the juice. The juice drips through holes in the belts. The process strains out most of the pulp, but some remains as the juice spills from the
I
press
got
into
a
large
hair.
catch pans.
I got a hair on my nail.
Then they
Oh
pump
my
this
god.
chunky apple liquid into a holding tank.
I got a hair on my nail, guys.
From the tank,
Hold
it
on.
flows through a revolving drum that filters out
Give me a
more pulp,
second.
pits, and apple stems.
Oh my god, this day couldn't get
The
any
fluid
worse.
seeps through the perforations in the drum
Oh,
and
that
flows
apple
into a
cider looks
large
great.
trough.
Food gore? Yeah, bro, what the heck?
After one more screening, only fine bits of apple and sediment remain. This gives it the desired cider consistency and flavor.
Bro, the hair, bro.
The cider now flows into channels between hot steel plates. The heat destroys pathogens and bacteria
Give me a
that
second.
would convert the natural sugars to alcohol. This ensures that the cider is both safe to drink.
What am I
and
watching? This
non-alcoholic.
isn't how you make chicken nuggets. No, this is apple cider. This is how you make
It's
apple
now ready
cider.
for
Welcome in,
bottle.
Andrew.
A worker
Um,
slides plastic jugs into position under nozzles. The nozzles descend.
Would you
and
look at
pump the
that?
boiling hot apple cider into the
Ooh,
jugs.
boiling hot. Yes.
They're
Ah,
filled to the brim
yeah.
so air can't get inside.
Filled to the brim. You
Air
hear
causes
that?
the cider to deteriorate.
Not one drop left
Next,
behind.
the conveyor moves the jugs forward to a capping station.
I see. I see. I'm learning so much. Apple cider to
Caps funnel toward the jugs
apple
as they
cider
approach.
tutorial real. My nails are not going well, by the way.
Caps land on the
Um,
rims with perfect timing.
Bad things are happening with my
Spinning
nails.
wheels tighten the caps as the
Just know
jugs
that.
glide by,
Just know.
hermetically sealing the hot apple cider, giving it a shelf life of approximately a year.
Ooh. Okay.
The jugs then head into a tunnel where sprayers douse them with cold water.
Wow. Even the
Next,
containers
the
get a
sealer pulls the
shower.
liner off of adhesive-backed labels.
Sorry, Gee.
An electric eye detects the approaching jugs, cueing rollers to apply the labels.
If you guys are watching my
filtered out
stream
pomace from earlier
on
is cooked 4
stream,
to
I'm gonna
5
be
hours.
embarrassed. This is bad.
This caramelizes the sugars
What does
in the
shower
apples,
mean? What are you
turning the
taught?
pomace
What?
into a highly concentrated spread known
What
as
does
apple
shower mean?
butter.
I guess shower is just a concept, I guess. I don't know.
They bottle it while it's piping hot to preserve it. Although not technically butter, this fruit spread has a similar consistency.
Although not technically butter. Nerd
It takes a
emoji.
full day of processing to produce both apple butter and apple cider.
Although not technically butter.
It's time to raise a glass and enjoy the sweet bounty of the harvest.
Oh! Oh! They said my name! That's my name! That's my freaking name! Harvest? Yeah, Harvester 0915. Yeah, I got a shout out in the video. Pretty nice. I'm making it big. I'm making it big.
Hello, everybody. Today, I'm excited to announce.
Okay, when to go and jump scare. When to go and jump scare. Okay, okay. I have a personal question for all of you in this chat here. Very personal question. If you could date a cryptid, who would you date? Now, I'm gonna say mine first, and if you all want to, you can share your preference in the chat. But I would go on a date with the Mothman. Yep, you heard me. I know, a little bit controversial, but oh crap. A little bit controversial, but I think the Mothman is very very cute. He's a very, you know, sexy kind of cryptid. I don't know. What can I say? Or woman, or moth woman, you know? Either or. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd go on a date with Mothman. That is my yeah, that's who I'd go on a date with. If I had to date a cryptid, it'd be the Mothman. Cause I feel like Bigfoot is just like, I don't know. Bigfoot's cool, but like, I feel like Bigfoot would just like want me to go on hikes like all the time. It's just like, I like a hike as much as the next person, but I can't be doing that all the time. You know what I mean? But the Mothman, he's kind of just like, you know, let's go. I don't really know what the Mothman does on his free time. But I'm sure I would enjoy them regardless of what we do. Maybe that's shallow of me. I'm only dating Mothman for the looks, I suppose. Sorry, I'm just that was very random tangent. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn on some Wendigoon videos and then we can just chill and watch those. I will give updates on my nails, you know, frequently. Also, my cat freaking scratched me. Not cool. Right before Nail Friday. Like, seriously? Also, Camden, did you know that, so the guy who plays Archie Andrews' actor in Riverdale, he's Luke Perry, right? He died. I didn't know he died. He died from a stroke at like 50, I think 54? I had no idea that he died. I was so sad when I learned that. I was like, crap. Well, I don't know. That just made me sad. So now you know. Sorry, that was just for Camden. Me and my friends watch a show called Riverdale. I won't get into it because I'll be here for 10 hours talking about it. But let's just go ahead and play a Wendigoon video about cryptids. Wait, who died? So the guy who plays Archie Andrews' dad in Riverdale, his name is Luke Perry. His real name is Luke Perry. He was in like a bunch of other older stuff. He was also in like one of the Sandlot movies, but like he died at like 54. He died of a heart attack, I think, or a stroke. Sorry, it was a stroke. Yeah, I didn't know that. I learned that like I think a couple days ago, and I was like, crap, that's like, I don't know, that's just sad. Pretty sure. No, I don't think Riverdale was one of the last things he worked on, but I was like, oh, if Riverdale was one of like the last projects he worked on, it would have felt so bad for him. I'm pretty no, he was in Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, I think. He was one of the only actually good actors in the show too. Bro, and okay, how did they convince I forget his name. Who's the guy that was in Scream, like the first Scream movie? What's that actor's name? How did they get him on that show? I always think about that. Like, what was the pitch? Like, they got this like really cool, like old school actor on this stupid like CW show. What was the pitch? I don't even know. Like, it had to be, they must have paid him like $1 billion to be on the show. Let me look it up real quick. Let me look up his name real quick. F.P. Jones, Riverdale actor. What's his name? Skeeter Ulrich. Skeet Ulrich. I see. Okay. Yeah, he played Billy Loomis in Scream. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how they got him on Riverdale, but props to them, I guess. But yeah, God, I'm just so, like, I hate this white. I just hate this white. It's just, like, it gets everywhere, and it's just, like, I don't know. I might have to do, like, another coat, because it's just, like, not... The coat isn't coating. Coat isn't coating. Okay. Let's go ahead and watch some of this Wendigoon video. I don't know how he does. He has like the clearest skin I've ever seen anybody have. I don't know if it's like a camera thing or if it's a filter, but every time I like look at him, I'm like, wow, his skin is so clear and beautiful. How does he do it?
Those of you that have been around for a while will know that I promised to do a cryptid iceberg over a year ago. And as more projects and things came to mind, I just never got around to it. Well, today I am making good on my word as we're going to cover the complete cryptid iceberg. This iceberg was assembled by someone who works at the International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine.
Wait,
Way back
what?
Whenever I first tried to cover this iceberg, I wanted to do the entire thing in one video, which with my schedule just wasn't feasible. Because sure, while some of the things near the top, like the Wendigo or the Goat Man, are things that I'm pretty familiar with and can research easily, the bottom tiers of this iceberg are things that before research, I'd never even heard of. So rather than waiting for the entire Leviathan of this video to get put out at the same time, instead, I'm going to be releasing it in parts, hopefully over the course of December, and then after all of the parts are complete, compile it into one supercut, same as I did with the conspiracy theory iceberg. Now, it's also a well-known fact that I am bad at following up on deadlines I set for myself, so we'll see if I can finish the whole thing by Christmas. But either way, might as well get started now. And also, just a side note, the guy who made this iceberg and myself were communicating via DMs, but I have since lost those DMs, so if you're the guy that made this iceberg, you know who you are. I shot you a DM on Twitter. Please respond. It'd be really cool to give you credit and point people towards more content that you're making. But until then, I'm not gonna, dox the guy without his permission. That'd be kind of rude. Also, it's just been a while since I've covered
That'd be
an
kind of
iceberg.
rude
The
to
last
dox
one I did
somebody
was the
without their
disturbing video
permission.
game
Yeah, I
iceberg
guess
earlier
so.
this year, but I haven't covered a series since the conspiracy theory iceberg, because if I remember correctly, the serial killer iceberg wrapped up even before that.
The
So
serial killer
for the
iceberg?
holiday season, we go through this journey
Ooh.
together, beginning in the realm of the fairly known
Serial
and eventually
killer
getting to
iceberg.
the mysterious and the terrifying. This iceberg is for the most part arranged by obscurity, so I can assure you that pretty much everyone will be familiar with some of the terms near the top, and regardless of how much of a cryptozoologist you are, I promise you, you will learn something new if you stick around for the series. Also, I forgot to mention this in the initial recording, but there's one more thing that I want to make clear. An iceberg is a very quick look at a lot of content. Nearly every one of the creatures that we're going to be talking about have their own books written about them, have their own movies and documentaries made about them, and can amount to years and years of research, and I'll be covering most of them in half a minute. Like any iceberg video, I'm covering an ocean's worth of content that's only a few inches deep. This series is by no means a comprehensive look at all of these creatures, and I don't intend for it to be. Instead, it's more of a Wikipedia or starting point
Bro,
for this lore. So if any of these creatures sound cool to you, I highly recommend
Okay,
yourself,
gosh.
because
Sorry.
really, it's a lot of fun. Also, for someone whose
gosh.
YouTube channel is named after a cryptid, there's a suspicious lack
Wendigo.
of content on the channel. So I figured, why not make the most of it while we're here? So instead of just covering the cryptid iceberg, I will also be making a cryptid tier list. I don't think I need to explain to the average YouTube viewer what a tier list is. It's your standard A through F ranking system, with S being supreme overall. Just think of S tier as a sort of A+. While the actual iceberg analysis will be based on legends and research, the tier list is just entirely my own stupid opinion on how cool I think each cryptid is. There's also a category at the very bottom, NA, which is just for terms in the iceberg that are non-applicable to what we're talking about. Because some of the stuff in this iceberg isn't even a cryptid. Some of the terms are books or individuals who are very important to the field of cryptozoology, but it'd be weird to be ranking like Mothman and Bigfoot and then be like, oh, well, this book is an A-tier cryptid, whatever that means. So when cryptids go in NA, everything else is fair game. And for those who
Okay,
are uninitiated as to
I'm
what a cryptid
actually gonna
is,
have
and
to
if
do
you
a
are,
third
I am so
coat.
sorry
Oh
for
my
what you're about to
gosh.
experience. But the short definition is that a cryptid
Yeah, not a
is
big fan
creature
of this
whose
white. I don't know
existence
if you
is
can see
widely
this,
debated.
but
This applies to things you're probably thinking of,
Glitter
like
Jinxie.
Bigfoot or the Loch Ness
Glitter
Monster,
Jinxie.
but also applies to
Focus.
things that were at one point believed to be extinct, like certain species of fish or primates, which we'll talk about through the series. Basically,
okay.
animal or creature that you can think of that exists within the realm of theory
It's not
is
gonna.
likely
It's
a cryptid. And
Glitter
I, for one,
Jinxie doesn't
am
want to
so
focus
excited to
today, and
talk
that's
about them
okay.
today,
But
and hopefully you are too. It's been a while since I've covered an iceberg, especially one this long. And I know that some of you only enjoy videos that are related to real life events. Some of you only enjoy content
I think
that is related
like
to
the
realm of fiction. And the world of cryptids kind of combines the two in a perfect way. At
the
least I think so. So hopefully
quote
there will
unquote
be
like
something in this
cryptid
series for
I
everyone.
have the
And above
most,
all else,
I guess,
hopefully you
fondness
enjoy.
for is
A couple
Bigfoot,
things
because
I
me
wanna get out
and
of the way
my
before we get
siblings
started.
grew
For
up
one, the
just
Red Thread
watching
podcast that I began
an
with
absurd
Nicole
amount of
Jackson Clark
Bigfoot
has been
content,
doing phenomenal.
movies,
We only have one
shows.
episode out, and it's doing great on
It is
Spotify.
bad.
It's doing great on
Like,
Spotify, by the
wait,
way.
just
And on
like
YouTube, it has
Bigfoot was
nearly
weirdly
500
just like
views, which
a
for
big,
a
not
first
huge
episode
part. It was
blows
just
my
a.
mind. You guys have
We
been
watched a lot of
incredibly
Bigfoot
generous, and
stuff.
it really does mean a
That's
lot.
it.
So link to that will be in the description
So,
if anyone
yeah.
wants to check it out. And to those of you who already have, thank you. The first episode we
I don't
did over
know.
there was actually about the ghost.
I'm.
And some
I don't
will
know.
say
Do I think
I planned
Bigfoot
this
is
whole thing
real?
out.
Like a
I did,
real
but
thing
it's
in the
almost like that.
world?
And we are trying to get the first episode
Not
of the
really,
other podcast that I
but
began with Meat
at the
Canyon,
same time,
Creekcast.
I don't like
First
going to the
episode of that should
forest,
be out
so
end of this week. Both of those will
I
be
wouldn't
linked in
really-
the description. And again, thank you all so much
I don't
for
know
the
if I
support that
can
you've already shown. It
confidently
means the
say
world.
for sure
Also,
if
for the
Bigfoot
holiday
isn't real,
season,
but I
a very
have a
special
feeling that
treat for
Bigfoot
you.
is not real.
And that treat
That's
is
just me
this
though.
guy.
Mothman though? Mothman is
This-
real,
this one right
and
here.
he
I'm not
can
gonna show
take
him
me
off
on
the
a
camera
date
yet,
any
but those
day.
of you who follow me on
I'm just
Twitter
kidding.
already know
What am
who
I
he
talking
is,
about?
And he will be available on December 1st. So stay tuned for that. Okay, that was a little mean. I'm
He
sorry.
Mothman could be a
Also,
girl
before
too,
we
so
get
I don't want
into
to
a
assume.
massive series of things that I enjoy, but
Okay,
probably
let's do.
shouldn't
I have to
because it
do. I'm pretty
definitely
sure I have to do
affects
one
my
more
mental
coat,
health, or
unfortunately.
worse, in the long run. Let's talk about something that I enjoy that affects my mental and physical health for the better in the long run. Yeah. But before we dive into this rabbit hole of weird, I want to talk about something that's weirdly good for you, and that is today's sponsor.
swear to God,
who
if it's
you've all come to
Factor.
know and love, AG1.
What the
That's because
AG1?
is your one and only comprehensive foundational nutrition supplement. Now, those who've
What?
been around the channel for a while know how much I love this stuff.
If this is
and how much it
algae,
helps me
I'm
get the
turning this
nutrition
video off
that
now. I'm
I
just
need
kidding.
every day. Because let's face it, you're not probably eating the perfect diet you should be eating every day. At least I'm
Okay,
not.
don't call me
AG1
out.
is here to help.
I
It
eat
contains your
healthy.
daily
Here,
dose
look,
of
I'll show you my
pre- and
dinner.
probiotics, immune
I'll prove it
support
to you. Look,
supplements,
this is my dinner I'm having. I'm having a
multivitamins,
kind
multiminerals,
breakfast
and
bar,
instead of being
peanut
a
butter
bunch of
bar.
pills and doses
I
you
eat
have to
healthy,
take every
damn it.
morning, is instead just one drink. AG1 supports whole body health by being something
That didn't prove
doesn't
anything.
focus on
That
one
just proved
area
how
or
crazy I am.
aspect of your
But
body, and is instead something that supports your body, brain, and gut all at once.
Body, brain,
AG1
and
is the
gut
simple,
all at
high-quality
once.
solution to your daily nutrition, and there's a reason that the brand has
I-
been leading the pack since 2010. And as you all know,
I had a really
didn't
hard
realize
time
how
trusting
bad I was
things
with my
like
diet until I started taking
like
AG1.
diet
It's not like
stuff.
AG1's some kind of
If
stimulant,
I
it's
want
just
to eat
the stuff that
healthy,
your body
I'm
is
just gonna
craving
eat
that you
fruits and
probably don't even
vegetables.
realize. When I started
No
taking
need
it,
to
I had
make
more
it
energy to get
complicated.
things done. I had more energy to
Buy
carry
a,
out tasks throughout
you
the
know, a
day. Not
drink
only is it
that
super easy to
magically
keep
makes
track of
everything
because
better.
it's just one drink you have to take every
I just
day,
want to
but
eat
it's also
carrots and
super easy to make.
blueberries
All you need
and
is a
celery all
spoonful of
day.
AG1 and then 8 to 12 ounces of water, and you're good to go. And also, those of you who are new to AG1 might be looking at this and think that it
Also,
tastes
I don't care if
absolutely
people take
disgusting because that's
sponsorships,
like a grassy
unless
green
the
look.
thing that they're
It
being
actually
sponsored by actively hurts people. But
tastes
you know,
just fine. Everything in there is
I wonder
completely
he's
natural, so what
he's
flavor it
like
does
promoting
have
poison
is kind
or
of like a
something.
sweet vanilla taste almost.
Like 2 years
AG1
later,
isn't
like
a
the
pain to
company's
take
like
every morning, and
like
is
downhill
instead
and has a
something I
bunch of
enjoy
like
alongside my
lawsuits
morning
against
coffee.
it for like
AG1 is a
poisoning
supportive
people.
product to help you take care of your body the way that
What
it
am I talking about?
deserves.
Okay, he
And right
always
now,
takes a sip
there's
and
never been a better
says
time
it
to get in on
tastes
the offer.
just
Because
fine.
right now, if you go to the link in the description at
Tastes just fine, huh?
drinkag1.com/Wendigoon,
Not
in addition to
good,
your
not
order, you
bad.
will get
It's
5
just
additional
fine. Yeah, that
travel
can't be a
packs
good
of
sign.
AG1. That's 5 extra days worth of AG1
No,
that you can
YouTubers
take
can
with
get
you
their
on the
bag
go,
though, and
which
I don't
is
have a
great if
problem
you're
with that.
obsessed with this
But
stuff like I am. And a year's
I don't know,
supply
the whole
of
like
vitamin D3
better
and
help
K2.
thing
Just put a
made
drop
me
of it in
kind
your
of
drink
like,
every morning to get even more
I don't
of the
know,
nutrition
uncomfortable,
you
I
need.
suppose.
Taking care of your body shouldn't be complicated. And now with AG1, it doesn't have to be. Again, to get in on this
2
offer,
free
go to the link
gifts?
in the
Oh my
description,
gosh.
drinkag1.com/Wendigoon.
Drink AG1.
Get in on AG1 today. Thank you all so much for watching the ad.
Thank you,
so much to
Wendigoon.
AG1
I
for
watched through
sponsoring
the
this
whole
video
ad
and
just
sending
for
me this
you.
cool
Not
sweatshirt.
because I'm doing
Means
my
so much.
nails.
Hope you all check it
Just
out.
because
Link
I
is in
want
the
to support
description,
you.
and we are back to the video. We
No, I
are
love
gonna go
Wendigoon.
ahead and
He's so
get into
cool.
it, but as always, thank you for watching.
Yes, you're welcome. You are so freaking welcome. After I edit this VOD, I will link all the videos I'm watching in the description. So if you would like to watch any of the videos that I have watched on stream, you can go in the description and check those out. I will put them in order as well.
Episodes over the course of December for the whole series.
Yeah, you got that
yummy
yum, that yum.
So I'm
Sorry.
leaving this part in the video so that you all can laugh at me when I inevitably fail. But in the meantime, why not have some fun? So let's get into it,
I
starting
hate
with
my
tier
freaking
1.
whatever.
Beginning with
I hate this white.
also
I'm really
known
not
as
happy with this white.
Sasquatch. The
Not
name
gonna lie,
Sasquatch
it's
is
so.
derived from the Salish
I
word
don't know.
Sasquatch, meaning
Maybe it's just
wild
like the
man.
color
While Sasquatch
white
is the
that's
name
hard
of
to.
the
I
creature
just
within
don't. I'm
regions
not
like the
in
Pacific
love with this
Northwest.
formula.
Other renditions of it exist in nearly
And I got
every
polish
corner
all
of the
over
world.
my mouse
While Bigfoot
pad,
is believed to be
as you can
connected to
see.
several otherwise unrelated legends
Very
given his
cool,
appearance.
very
Like, for
awesome.
example, stories of tall, hairy men can
Oh,
be seen in
Bigfoot.
everything from the rock apes to the Wendigo and what have you. He is most famous among regions of the Northwest United States. While menacing, his widespread popularity
Do
has caused
any
several
of you
stories
believe
him
in
to
Bigfoot?
move
Have
that
any
of
of
a
you ever
barbaric
seen
killer to an
Bigfoot?
agent
I
of
would like
nature,
to know.
disturbing those who disrespect the mountains. Shortly after the
I
famed
would like to
1967
know if any of you
Patterson-Gimlin
have
film,
had
Scandia
any
County,
Bigfoot
Washington, implemented a
encounters.
statute
Me
stating that the
personally,
poaching of
I have
Bigfoot
never
would
had
result in a 5-year prison sentence. Things like this caused Bigfoot to be catapulted
a
into the public
Bigfoot
eye.
encounter.
Despite his fierce appearance, many now see Bigfoot as a sort of icon for nature itself. Bigfoot, we all know and love him. He's kind of the foundation for any cryptid story, at least in the United States. So of course, I gotta put the guy at A tier. The reason I don't put him at S tier is because he is so popular at this point that there's not really a, you know, like
Why
hardline
not put him in
canon
S
for
tier?
what
He's the
creature
GOAT.
does
Or
what its
he's the
motives are.
foot.
Like to some people, it's a monster
He's
that kills anyone
he's
that
the
goes to
f-
woods. To others,
the
it's this peaceful guardian of
I can't
nature.
think of an
Because
acronym
of
right
that,
now,
stories of Bigfoot are all over the
but
place.
he's the foot,
Sometimes they can be
not
really
just the
cool,
goat.
sometimes they can be really lame. But Bigfoot laid the groundwork for most of mystery culture as it exists today. So to me, he's a solid A tier. Up next, we have
I mean, yeah, I think A is fair.
Nessie, as she's also known, is believed to inhabit Lake Loch Ness of the Scottish Highlands. While written legends of a sea beast within Loch Ness date back to the first millennia, and sightings date back even further,
Wait,
the
what?
description and reputation of the plesiosaur
That picture is so
exploded
goofy.
into the public consciousness in 1933.
That picture is
when
so
several locals
goofy.
reported seeing the creature both in and out of water.
I have
This
watched
series
the
of
movie,
local stories culminated in
Water Horse. I really
1934
liked that
when the
movie when I was a
famed
kid.
surgeon's photograph
It's
was
about
taken.
like a
Despite most
plesiosaur
legends describing
type
the
creature.
as docile, besides
a kid
occasional
finding a
mention
little
of
like
consuming
water
prey
horse
animals,
thing.
hunting the Loch Ness
It's a
Monster
cute
has
movie.
become
If you
a
haven't
sort of
seen it.
snipe hunt among the locals. In 1938, men arrived at Loch Ness with makeshift harpoon guns in hope of killing the creature. Sightings and expeditions to find Nessie have continued into the modern age. The 750-foot deep lake is proud of its mascot, a legend that's fueled tourism within Scotland for the past century. With connections to legends such as the Kelpie and over 1,000
I know that
sightings to
Scooby-Doo
date,
has a movie
Nessie is a
about the
legend
Loch
that is
Ness
certainly
Monster. I
here
want to
to stay.
rewatch that.
I'm sure we're
I really
all
want to
familiar with
rewatch
the
a bunch
Loch
of
Ness
Scooby-Doo
Monster and
stuff.
theories that maybe it's a dinosaur that didn't die out in the extinction. Maybe it's some kind of giant undocumented amphibian. But regardless, similar to Bigfoot,
Giant
the Loch Ness Monster is one of the most popular
undocumented
cryptids of all
amphibian.
time. And
Yeah,
in my
okay.
opinion, kind of overrated. There were a series
Overrated?
of sightings in the 1930s. People described it as, again, a long neck thing. There was the famous surgeon's photograph, which, again, got very popular, but years later was revealed to be a definitive hoax. And there's just not really that many, like, cool stories or, like, cool things people do with them. People just show up to the lake and they're like, oh, I saw...
Oh,
you
it's
know, the
literally
dinosaur
just a
thing."
lake,
Everyone's like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's cool." And that's it. It doesn't go anywhere after that.
They
I
just
think
they
Nessie's
go
kind
to
of
the
cute,
Loch Ness
but
Lake
doesn't
and they're
really
just like,
qualify for any
oh,
top
this is
tier,
just
so
a big
middle of the
lake.
line. Next
I
up, we
really
have
just had to fly to.
Mothman.
Oh,
The
Mothman!
Mothman of Point Pleasant, West Virginia,
Mothman.
is a monster as beloved as it is menacing. The legend began in
Oh, hold up. Hey, I'm so sorry, but I have to leave now. I hope your nails turn out the way you want. You're awesome. Stay strong. Thank you, Daze Bandages. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I will post a picture of my nails once I get them done, and hopefully they turn out good. But yeah, thank you for hopping in. Have a good rest of your night. And yeah, I will still be here, doing my nails. So yeah.
December of 1966, when two young couples spotted a large black creature with glowing red eyes and wings. Just
Look at
outside
that
of a
cutie
decommissioned
pie.
military
Look at that
munitions
guy.
plant
How could you
known
not
as
like
the
him?
TNT
I have a
area.
little, wait,
The
I
creature
wait, hold
chased
up,
the
hold up, hold up,
teens
hold up.
back to
Wait, I can show you guys what I have in my purse. Hold on. Let me, give me 1 second here. Wait, did I cure my nail? Hold on. Let me show you all what I have on my purse here. Give me a second. Ah! Come on. Get off. No, and no, it's not a Labubu. Hold on. Let me... Okay, he's fighting me right now. Okay, I got him. Okay, let me show you who I have on my purse. What is this? This is my little Mothman. Yes, he is missing an ear. I cannot tell you how devastated I was when I saw him. He lost his little ear. His little antenna, I should say. But yeah, this is the Mothman. I have him in my purse. He's super cute. Mothman reminds you to trust your instincts. That's what it says on here. But yeah, I have my Mothman on my purse. And I totally almost forgot to show you guys this. So yeah, there you go. There's the little Mothman. I actually don't know a lot about Mothman, so let's learn about Mothman
limits.
properly.
Sightings continued across the region until in December of 1967, when the Silver Bridge, a massive roadway connecting West Virginia to Ohio, collapsed, resulting in the deaths of 46 people. Legends began to arise that Mothman himself was spotted at the bridge just before it collapsed. As such, the mythos surrounding Mothman shifted from that of
Make them
monstrous
apples nails
killer
go. Oh my
to
gosh.
that
Hey
of
Chris, what's up? Welcome. Yes, I'm literally about to as well. I got the base coat done, and I'm actually about to paint the nails right now. We are watching videos about cryptids right now. Yeah, here. I think I am gonna I have an idea. Here's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do boop. Give me 1 second. Wait. Also, I watched Big Sky earlier on stream. Very good video. You guys did a great job editing that. And the color correction looks great too, so very nice. Okay. Alright. Let me play it.
Benevolent harbinger.
Okay, cool.
Likewise, Mothman's public image is mostly that.
My
of a
favorite
wise
is
herald
the
of
Fresno
natural
Nightcrawler.
world.
Did you like
Alright,
the
so
alien?
for
Wait,
one,
okay,
to
so
get it
there
out of the
was a
way,
UFO in your
Mothman
video.
is S tier because
There was like
if
there was
we're
like
doing
something
all
that
of
flew
this and we're
past
not
your
putting
head. I was like,
Mothman
was that a
S tier, then
UFO?
what are we doing here? Both among people who are just kind of interested.
I think I
in
saw the
cryptids
alien
or the
too,
supernatural,
but I thought
and
there was
those
like a
who are
UFO
super
that passed by
interested
your head, or
are
maybe
full
that was a
Mothman
plane, and
as
I'm just
one
like
of the
I'm
best.
just like
He is
freaking out.
defined as a creature that is menacing
'Cause I saw it, I was like,
and
oh,
potentially
no.
harmful, but also maybe here to help us, maybe trying to warn us of danger. And he's a giant bat moth person. Like that's just really cool. I've been to Point Pleasant, West Virginia. I've done all of the Mothman tours, been to the museum, poked around the TNT area. There's even a statue of him in the middle of the town. And yes, of course, my wife did in fact touch his butt.
Wait, he has a butt? Oh my gosh.
So
Whoa.
one more thing I want to mention.
Okay.
The poster that you can see off to the side
Wait,
whenever
there's
I'm recording
UFOs
on
in
the
every
whiteboards
music
or
video
on
I've
my
ever
live
made.
streams,
Can you find them all?
poster
Oh my
that has
gosh.
Bigfoot,
This is how you get
Mothman,
your
Brett,
engagement, huh?
and
You
alien
put
on it.
secret
This
Easter
poster
eggs in your
came from
videos.
the Mothman Museum
Get people
at
to
Point
rewatch
Pleasant,
them.
West Virginia.
I see.
Just in
You're
case
genius.
my crippling hyper-interest wasn't apparent enough. Mothman is one of the most beloved cryptids of all time.
Mothman is
for
so
good
cool.
reason.
I didn't know
Next
he had a
up,
little
we
butt.
have
That's funny.
The Kraken. The Kraken, or giant squid, is a legend that predates that of nearly any other cryptid. For as long as humanity has traveled the sea, rumors of sea beasts powerful enough to pull down entire ships have persisted. The most popular of these legends.
Could you
is
imagine
that
like
of
one
the
day
Kraken,
on Twitter,
a
like
squid-like creature that
Kraken
was
is
originally
trending and it's
transcribed
literally
around
just
the
a video of a
18th
Kraken
century.
taking down like a
In
cruise
recent
ship or
years,
something?
the Kraken mythos
Like, this is the
seems
most
to be less
horrifying thing
fiction
ever.
and,
Everyone's just
if
like,
anything, exaggeration. While stories of naval vessels being pulled to the
But,
depths
I don't know.
cannot be confirmed, modern findings like that of the colossal squid.
Well, yeah, the
give
colossal
credence
squid's
to
real,
what was
obviously, but I'm talking about like a
otherwise tall tales
freaking
of
sea
superstitious
monster.
sailors. Given the rapid deterioration of ocean wildlife in the modern age and consistently new discoveries in marine
On this side, I
biology,
want to do
the
half a
Kraken is less
slice,
cryptid
apple
and more a
slice.
chilling
Wait 1
reminder
second.
of what was or might still be out there. The Kraken's an interesting.
I have
Surely the
reference
first time it was written
photos. Wait 1
down
second.
was
I'm just
around
gonna
the
pull those up
1700s,
just
but
so
legends of sea beasts and monsters that destroy
use
ships
my
are as old as sailing has
references.
existed. And then, as science begins to find things like colossal squids that are still alive, who knows what was roaming the oceans 300 years ago? We know that increased transportation across waterways has caused all form of marine biology to go further underwater to hide from the commotion caused by ships.
Okay.
So what was roaming the top of the waters several hundred years ago?
All right.
What might still be out there, only a bit deeper now? The Kraken's an
Okay,
interesting
here we
one.
go.
It's hard to argue that it's entirely fictional or entirely a cryptid, but it serves as a chilling
All right,
reminder for
the apple
several
gods,
unidentified
look
species
down
of
on me
creature
and help
that
me
we've been wrong
with
before.
this nail
Next
art,
up, we have
please.
The Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman. The Yeti is a Bigfoot synonymous creature hailing from the Himalayan mountain range. Tibetan folklore describes different variations of the creature, ranging in color from black to brown to white, and in height from 3 to 15 feet tall. From footprints and stories discovered by the British in 1921 along the foothills of Mount Everest, the term abominable snowman was born, and with it, legends of people being lost to the rage hidden within the fierce snowstorms of the mountains. While some Tibetan cultures view the Yeti as a sort of spiritual guardian, most see him as an agent of death and violence. Sightings of large footprints, tribal relics, and massive figures along the Himalayas keep the legend alive to this day. The Yeti has an intricacy that's probably surprising to a lot of people that just see it as a Bigfoot transported over to Asia. The Tibetans have legends for different kinds of Yetis, those that are violent to people, those that are passive to people. But the majority of people who spend enough time at the foothills of Everest will report finding remains or footprints that are just a little bit out of character. Or you'll hear stories of explorers seeing someone on a far-off mountain range who appeared to be just a bit too tall. The Yeti is in a particularly mysterious part of the world, and with it, holds several mysteries as well. So I'm giving it B tier. Again, this
Yeti
is
gets
all
B
just
tier.
my own opinion, and the only thing that really holds it back for me is because, as an American, it really is just snow Bigfoot. The next term on the iceberg is the thylacine, which, also known as the Tasmanian tiger, was a species native to Tasmania, New Zealand, and Australia. At one point, there existed large populations of them across the continent, but the last known member of the species died in the 1930s. They were a pretty weird creature. They kind of looked like a sort of Wolverine dog thing, but they were marsupial, and they had like the marsupial pouch. They could also open their jaws like really wide, near 90 degrees. The reason that the thylacine's on this iceberg is because it's an example of a weird and unique species that died out in the past century. So while it does give credence to some other cryptid legends, I have to put it at non-applicable because, I mean, it's just a species that is now dead. So sad. Next up, we have the skunk ape. The skunk ape is, in effect, the Bigfoot of the Everglades. The key trait that separates the skunk ape from other Sasquatch-adjacent creatures is the presence of a strong, ghastly odor that emanates from the creature.
Skunk ape,
name,
really?
Skunk ape. This scent often preceding the beast's sightings. While stories of man-sized monkeys permeated the region since pre-colonial arrival, the legends of the skunk ape have exploded in the past century. While sharing several similarities to Bigfoot, the ape is typically depicted as more docile and smelly. I've always found the skunk ape to be more scary than Bigfoot, and I think the main reason for that is, as a kid, I was exposed to like, the happy-go-lucky, friend of the hiker Bigfoot motif, and the exposure to the skunk ape I got was that one really freaky image of it like behind the leaves at night, and I think someone found out later that that picture was actually a picture of a display at a Ripley's Believe It or Not, I'm pretty sure. But nevertheless, 8-year-old me didn't know that. And I did live for a month down in the Florida Everglades, and I think it's just because that's such a hostile region of land. Whereas I see things like the Pacific Northwest, like sure, in the winter you can die if you're out there, but for the most part it's like friendly hiking trails. And if you try to just go hiking through the middle of the Everglades, you will die to something. So while the skunk ape itself is typically depicted as non-violent, I think it's just the menacing
I thought he was about to say non-binary.
That make him so scary.
The skunk ape is normally depicted as a non-binary queen. Or wait, non-binary royalty. Yeah, no, that. Okay.
So while I do like the skunk ape, and I've even been to the skunk ape museum in the
that's
Everglades,
creepy.
I've got to put him at B tier because at the end of the day, smelly Bigfoot. Next up, we have
I agree.
Champy. The monster of Lake Champlain has been described by those native to the land as a great horned serpent. And yeah, go ahead, insert Monument Mythos reference here. Known to the Abenaki as the Gittaskog, sightings of a lake monster in Lake Champlain have been documented in newspapers for the past century.
I haven't heard of this
Some
one.
of which describing the creature as being nearly 200 feet in length and recount stories of steamboats halting when colliding with the beast. At one point, P.T. Barnum offered $50,000 for the hide of the creature, which adjusted for inflation is nearly $1.3 million. Despite differing accounts of Champy's appearance, most agree on the head of a snake.
Oh shit, Champy is cool. Yeah, I didn't even know about this guy.
Regarding attacks or danger, Champy is often regarded as a docile, kind creature and is even a protected species in both the states of Vermont and New York.
He's a protected species? Okay, that's crazy.
A lot of the legends around Champy are explicitly nice or kind, whereas the Loch Ness monsters tend to be more menacing or at the very least mysterious. Champy is kind of seen as almost like there's just a blue well in the middle of the lake, like this harmless creature that's just really big and wants to be your friend. And that's seen in a lot of the artwork and advertisement related to the legend. And while I think that's cute and all, I've got to give it a D tier. I'm sure there's a lot of people
D
that really
tier?
like it,
oh wow.
just take this legend and then move it somewhere else. After that, we have the Chupacabra. The Chupacabra,
wow, D tier.
is a
Disrespectful.
that is known for drinking the blood
Chappie
of
seems
livestock.
super
Descriptions
chill.
of the creature
Or Champy.
range from a hyena-like canine, as reported in most Mexican and Southwest United States stories,
Chupacabra.
to that of a
I
reptilian
have heard.
humanoid, as seen in the original Puerto Rican sightings. Consistencies across legends often contain details of red eyes and black quills along the creature's back. Despite its popularity, the Chupacabra is a relatively new urban legend, with the first use of the name occurring in the 1990s following a series of livestock killings in Puerto Rico. Several animals were found drained of their blood, and local speculation shifted to that of a vampiric beast that preys on unsuspecting farmers. Despite its short time in the limelight, the Chupacabra has built a name for itself that rivals the likes of Bigfoot. Chupacabra is one of the most famous cryptids of all time. That being said, I've got to throw him at C tier.
C
Because
tier.
When the legend began, it was this alien reptilian humanoid that would feast on the blood of animals. And that was, you know, cool and unique.
This is the
Then
thing that killed
when the legend
Preston's
went from
chickens
Puerto
now.
Rico to like Mexico and Texas,
I don't
it
think
just
so. I
became
think
stories of people going,
I think
"Oh,
Preston's
well,
dogs
it
killed
was like a
chickens."
coyote without a lot of hair, and it ate a chicken. And so
Or
it's
no, I
like,
think you did it actually.
what if it
That's
was
my
just a
theory. I've
coyote
had that
without
theory
lot
for a
of
while.
hair? And then most of the stories and sightings around it got pretty generic. Most
I
of the
think you
time,
killed
it could just be
Preston's
written
chickens,
off
but
as a
that's
dog,
just my
but I do have to give
opinion.
it some points for popularity. Also, I forgot to mention this, but when I was in the 8th grade, we had a class presentation where we had to study some kind of historic event and talk about all of the stories and legends around it.
Don't
So
winky
the normal
face.
people in my class covered things like, you know, the Titanic or World War II, and I did a report on the Chupacabra. So I guess I was always destined to wind up here. Next
That's
up, we
so
have the
awesome.
jackalope. The jackrabbit antelope is in many regards the first Americana cryptid. The creature is simply a jackrabbit with antlers. Early settlers would tell tall tales of horned rabbits seen on the fields of Wyoming. The myth exploded in the 1930s when a man named Douglas Herrick, as a joke, taxidermized a set of deer antlers onto a jackrabbit mount. He sold jackalope mounts to several businesses in the American West, and the legend became a sort of in-joke among the locals. Outsiders were warned to beware the dangerous creature and to guard their legs. Stories of jackalopes singing with travelers by the campfire, or only being able to breed during lightning strikes, the explanation for their scarce appearance, were very common. The jackalope became a sort of snipe hunt, and among the first American legends. Also, in Wyoming, it's a running joke that you can get a jackalope hunting license composed of impossible stipulations. I love the jackalope because, for one, it has
No
the most
way.
innocent beginnings. There were legends of a rabbit with deer antlers, so a guy thought it'd be funny to make a taxidermy of one and sell it to local businesses.
Alright, I gotta do the other
And then
thumb.
every time someone who's unfamiliar with
And
the area
then
comes into town, it gives all the locals
Do the
an
leaves,
excuse
and then
to
I don't know what I'm
spit
doing
you
for
off.
my other
I mean, if
nails,
you were a
but
guy who had
we'll
never
see.
been out west, and you know this is pre-internet or widespread education.
I'll probably
and you
just
saw
do them all
a
red,
rabbit
not
mounted
gonna
with
lie.
antlers, and everyone in town told you it's
Maybe.
real,
Cause
who
I
would be to not
hate
believe
this
that?
white.
Now, when they get to all of the stories
I don't like this
about
white,
it can only breed during
pigment
lightning strikes and
gel.
whatnot, that's different. But it
So I'm
became
gonna
a
probably
fun
go
story
red.
that a
We're
bunch
gonna
of
go
people
red.
had their own legends too. And like
Very
I said, in
bold
Wyoming, it was a joke
choice
for a while
for
that
me.
you'd get a license to hunt a jackalope, but it would have a stipulation like can only be on February the 30th, or can only take place in the minute before and after midnight. So while sure, there's not a lot to the legend of the creature itself, it's the legends and cultures
Come
that
on,
were
cure,
built around
cure.
it that make it so special, and what makes me put it at B tier. I also just noticed that I left my ceiling light on, which
All
has
right,
been
check it out.
reflecting on the board this whole time. You think 3 million subs can't figure out how lights work. Next up, we have the Jersey Devil. The Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds
Okay,
Devil, is a monster
my
said to stalk
camera
the
doesn't
valley
want to
barrens
focus,
of
but
southern New Jersey. Descriptions vary, but in every variation,
that was kind of a
the
scuffed
devil is a
apple, I'm not gonna
combination
lie.
of
But
different
you know what?
creatures. It is often cited
You
as
know
a sort
what?
of
We
dragon
take
with
those. We
bat-like
take
wings,
those.
goat-like hooves, and the head of a
Uh,
horse. While the natives' legends of a
Just
flying
keep going.
creature within the Pine Barrens
Just keep going.
predate colonial
You know,
legend,
that's all you can
the
do. Just
story
keep
of the
going.
Leeds Devil
Just
is
keep
far more
swimming.
popular.
Just keep
According to
swimming.
legend, in the 1730s, a woman named Mrs. Leeds discovered that she was pregnant with her 13th child.
Wait,
Understandably,
13th
Mother Leeds
child?
was
Holy
upset
crap.
and cursed the unborn child. When the child was born, it transformed into the Jersey Devil and flew
What?
out of the house, stalking those who stray from the trails of New Jersey ever since.
Whoa.
The Jersey Devil's a fascinating one. Unlike a lot of cryptids, it has a definitive origin story, and while the characterization of other cryptids is often kind of ambiguous, the Jersey Devil is expressly evil. It's a creature born
Expressly
from hell that will
evil.
kill or haunt anyone who gets in its way. It's also particularly terrifying, and one of the only cryptids that I can definitively say scared me to death as a child. It's scary, it's cool, and it looks weird, so I'm putting it at A tier. And the last cryptid for tier 1 is the Dogman. The Dogman, also known as the Michigan Dogman, rose to infamy in 1987 when a disc jockey named Steve Cook released a song called
Chicken
The Legend,
Jockey.
detailing the story
Sorry.
behind the creature. According to the legend, the Dogman was first seen in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. The creature has the body of a man with the head of a dog. While many associate this appearance with the commonly known werewolf, stories of the Dogman imply a less blended, more distinct appearance of a canine's head on a man's body. While stories of attacks are scarce, the haunting appearance is enough to drive many locals to a place of fear. The Dogman's an interesting one. Things like the werewolf have been so overplayed in pop culture that few people still find the idea of one scary, but there is something directly uncanny about just a man's form with a dog's head. And while that in itself is cool, the Dogman kind of has a shaky beginning, so to speak. Like a lot of these cryptids,
The
and
cursed
stuff
apple. Oh
come
my
from
god.
local
Dead.
legend or stories or
I don't.
sightings or what
I
have
can't
you.
read that because
But the
my
Dogman
chat. Hold
began
on.
with a disc jockey making a song about him, and then sightings of the creature began. And while I'm not going through this whole thing talking about why cryptids are fake or why this one is less likely to exist than the other one, because that's pretty lame. I mean, the Dogman was just a guy wrote a song about it and people started seeing it, so kind of lessens the cool factor a little bit. So that, coupled with the creature's design being pretty basic, brings it down a bit for me. A lot of the stories that have come off of the legend are pretty cool, so I'm putting it at C tier. And now, let's do a quick run through of the other non-applicables from tier 1. Classic Animals of Discovery was the book that Lewis and Clark put together of all the animals they discovered on their voyage out west. This is fascinating because for the first time in written literature, there were hundreds of newly documented animals. It goes to show how quickly something can go from unknown to cataloged in the matter of a single trip. Sea serpent, similar to the Kraken, is a legend that has existed for hundreds and hundreds of years. But everything that I would have said about the sea serpent, I pretty much mentioned with the Kraken stuff. And since the two overlap so much, I'm leaving it down here since it in itself is kind of vague. Lauren Coleman is the founder of the International Cryptozoology Museum that I mentioned earlier, and he's also foundational in a ton of cryptid legends. Like some of the stuff we're going to be talking about later on was named by the guy, and he's done more for the cryptid community than probably anyone else alive. You'll be hearing more about him later on in the series. The Fiji mermaid is the original cryptid hoax. People took the
Oh, the
torso
Fiji
of a monkey
mermaid.
and stitched it to the
I was
tail
gonna
of a
say
fish
something, I
and told
forgot.
people that they had found mermaids. Josh Gates, the host of the show
I don't know.
Destination Truth, goes into
As
cryptid
far as like
sightings and exploring
fears
cryptid
go,
encounters. The coelacanth is a species
like
of fish
having
that
a
was
like
believed to be
legit
extinct for tens of millions
phobia
of
or
years
like
until
fear.
they were found alive in
I'll
the
pause one again for a
1930s
second here.
off the southern coast of Africa. An example of how things we
As far as like fears go, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that really there's only a couple of things that like really scare me, and that is the forest at night. Drowning is a big fear of mine because I can't swim. And not having a labubu, which is currently my life. So now you all know I am in constant pain and horror. I have not yet gotten a labubu, but once I get one, I think I'll be healed from this pain and misery that I am going through. Sorry. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I don't know, in terms of like being scared of something, I never really like believed in ghosts. Like I never grew up like super spiritual or anything. Like I never grew up like super like believing in like ghosts and stuff, but and I don't think I've ever had an encounter, so I don't really like believe in that stuff. I'm more scared of like people than I am of like stupid ghosts. You know what I mean? Like people can hurt you if they want to. Ghosts, I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're just trolling, you know? Ghosts just kind of troll. Just for the lulz. They do it for the lulz, you know? They want to troll you, they will. My grandma actually has had quite a few ghost encounters. It was when my mother was born, when she was a baby, my grandma, like, after my mom was born, like, my grandma would lose, like, the stupidest things. Like, she would lose, like, socks or, like, a pair of keys. And then, like, 5 years later, she'll find them in, like, random places. Like, places that you wouldn't lose something. You know what I mean? And my mom was, like, a baby. So it wasn't like she would be able to do that, right? So, like, I think one time she lost, like, a sock, right? Like, one of my mom's, like, little baby socks. And I think, like years or months later, she found that sock, like, wedged into the piano that she had. She had, like, a standing piano, and it was just, like, wedged, like, into, like, under, like, in the piano, like, case. So it was just so strange because, like, it was just, like, a place you would never have, like, thought about. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something that, like, just weird stuff like that. And then she lost a pair of keys. She had to get new keys because they were her house keys. So she had to get a new pair of house keys. And then she found them again years later, and they were like, I'm pretty sure they were, like, under the chimney, kinda. Like, there was a board, like, under the chimney. It was just so random and weird. Like, there was, like, some kind of, I kind of forgot how to explain it. It was just in the chimney, like, where your keys are not supposed to be. Like, she could not explain it at all. She really thought a ghost was messing with her. So yeah, as far as ghost encounter goes, like, ghost encounters, I personally have never had one. I don't know if Camden has had one either. I want to, go to a haunted house. Or, like, stay in a haunted hotel. Like, something like that. Because I think that would be super cool. I don't know. I just think that'd be cool. Just to, like, kind of, like, see what it's like, you know? I just want to, like, see what it's like being around unusual
Belief could have
spirits.
been extinct for times long before us can simply pop up and rewrite our understanding of biology. Common occurrence you're going to see throughout a
Alright.
lot of the
I think after I do
possibly
these
extinct
apples,
species we're
I
gonna see
am
through the rest of the
unfortunately
series. Expedition
probably
Everest
just
was
gonna
the
get
Disney
off,
World
honestly,
attraction that featured a
just
Yeti
because
and helped popularize
I'm
the
just
Yeti in American
running
culture.
so low
And
on
finally, the
Steam.
TV
I don't
show
know
Finding
why.
Bigfoot.
Oh, Finding
TV show
Bigfoot.
where
I
they
love
set
that
out
show.
to find Bigfoot and still haven't found him, although the show itself is very funny. There were a
I
couple
think the
more
show's
terms on
awesome.
Tier 1, like the Patterson-Gimlin film that I mentioned with Bigfoot.
But yeah, I
or
might
the
get
surgeon's
off a
photograph
little
that I mentioned
early,
with Loch Ness
unfortunately, just
Monster,
because,
but I
like,
already
I'm
talked
just
about those,
so,
they don't need to go up here.
I'm just
And
kind of
with
tired.
that, we have the end of
But
Tier
I
1.
will finish
If
the
you're
apples
familiar with
before I leave.
cryptozoology to any
That's,
degree,
I
then
will do
you've
that
probably
much.
already heard everything I talked
I
about
don't
today.
know.
But this serves
I
as
just
an
hate
excellent
this
introduction
white
to the
base
series.
so
Talk about a lot
much.
of the common ones, what their cultural impact is, and you all have a feel for how the rest of the series will go. So I am going to get started on editing this and then immediately get into research for the second video, which will hopefully be up in a matter
Still have to
of
do a
days
second coat on the
this
other
one
apple,
comes
but
out.
yeah.
Because from here, we just have
Oh,
a whole lot of
haha.
weird. We've
Okay.
dipped our toes into the shallows.
Just dropped my brush.
Join me in the following episodes of the series as we dive into the deep end.
Yeah, no,
Before now,
yeah,
for
like,
those of you
camping
who
and
have stuck
drowning are, like,
around this
my,
long in the
oh,
video,
maybe I
I
shouldn't
just
say
wanna
my
say
biggest fears on
thank you for
stream.
watching. I know this is an egregiously short
I mean,
video compared
I
to
don't
my
know.
normal timestamps, but again,
Maybe
if I
that's
didn't
not a
break
good
this series
idea.
up, it was never going to happen. So hopefully you
I
enjoyed
don't
this
know.
introduction to the series, and I promise that more parts are on the way. But again, for now, I just
I'll
want to
save
say
it for
thank you all so
spooky.
much
I'll
for
have to,
watching. Check out
I don't
two
know.
podcasts. The Red Thread episode about the Goat Man is already out. Link to that, as well as the Creepcast channel, will be in the description. Be on the lookout for this guy December 1st. Hopefully, I will
Someone out there
have
just
the
writing
part
down
2
my
of this
biggest
video
fears, and
coming out
then
the same day, so I'll remind you then. But if
and then
not,
they're
check
just
him out
like, hey,
December
we're gonna go
1st.
swimming in
I
the
believe that
middle
should
of
do
the
it for now.
forest.
Let me know what you think about this series in the comments. If everyone yells at once that they hate it and they want me to do something else, then I'll probably do that. But if you enjoyed, let me know, and if you disliked, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed, and that should do it for now. But I just want to say, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you.
That was a good
in the next
video.
one.
That was a good video.
Bye. Hello everybody, and welcome to part 2 of The Cryptid Iceberg. Hopefully you've already seen part 1 of the series, and if you haven't, the link to that will be in the description. And if you're caught up, we can go ahead and get into it. However, there's one thing I need to change about this series before we start. I did manage to get in contact with the creator of the iceberg, and he informed me that the version I've been working with was the prototype for the full and true iceberg. And after looking into some of the stuff he added, I am frankly out of my depths. Like I mentioned in part 1, the guy who made this works at the Cryptozoology Museum. He has firsthand experience with several of the people and literature that's conducive to the field of cryptozoology that I'll never really
Dude,
understand.
I didn't know
Or
I
at
could be a
least never understand the proper
cryptozoologist.
way
If
in
I
the
knew
time
that,
frame I've been to
like,
make this
before
series.
going into
So to
college,
make
that's
this
probably
easier
what I
on
would have been.
everyone, and hopefully to make a better series for you
I
all,
would have been
in
a
this video, I'm going to be diverging from the iceberg
zoologist.
that he made, and
Would I make any
instead
money?
building out my
Probably
own
not. Would I have a
iceberg.
ton of
It will
fun?
be similar
Probably
in length
yes.
to the original one I began covering, only this one is
I don't
gonna
know.
have even
Money,
more
I don't
cryptids,
really
or
care.
basically cryptids in place of
I
things
want to
on
look
the
at
iceberg
cryptid
that weren't cryptids. Because
cryptid
frankly, I'm here to
stuff
talk
all
about the
day.
scary stuff. I'm here to talk about the monsters. And while all of the supplemental material is incredibly interesting, I don't want to give myself a remedial crash course in it and then throw it to you off the cuff with a lot of wrong information. So we're going to keep it to the spooky stuff. Beginning in tier 2, I'm going to switch up some of the stuff in the original iceberg to throw in more creatures. And for the rest of the series, we're going to keep it to the things that I want to talk about and hopefully you all want to hear. And then when the creator of this original iceberg has finished his version of it, I'll be sure to shout out either his YouTube channel or the iceberg image itself and make sure he gets credit for the work and inspiration that he's given me. This probably sounds really confusing right now, but by the time this full iceberg is done and I make the compilation of it, it's all going to run together as one piece. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Just pretend like the last video
One
and this video
Piece! The
are
One
two
Piece
tiers
is
of this new
real!
iceberg.
Sorry.
And because of that, that means I get to do this.
Every time when I'm streaming a show and every time someone in the show says One Piece, I pull up a picture of Luffy and then I I just stare at it for a little bit and make everyone look at it, and then I and then I go back to the show. I don't know. It's I like doing that.
A bunch of you in the comments were yelling at me that the reason the thylacine or thylacine or however you want to pronounce it is on this iceberg is because despite the fact that it went extinct in 1930s according to our textbooks, several sightings of it still appear across the Australian continent. So fine, because it's technically an animal that doesn't officially exist, but sightings of it are still out there, I'll give you that it is a cryptid. But if I have to give you that, then I give you this. F tier. That is a stupid cryptid. Real sad that it died sad and alone in a zoo or whatever. But the whole cryptid is there was an animal that existed 90 years ago that we think died out. But maybe it didn't die out. And to that I say, yeah, maybe it didn't. Who knows? Who cares?
Okay, we're gonna cure this. And then we're gonna do the tiny little leaves. They're gonna do the little leaves.
Can run back to the McDonald's
Or I think I have to do.
the adults are talking. So yeah, critique me.
To do
again,
another
correct me
coat
again,
for the
and we'll
apple.
immediately throw you in F tier.
I think
Also,
the
a few people online, especially Twitter. I'm looking at you, Smoo. We're getting mad at
Twitter.
me for putting like the Yeti and the skunk ape or the Kraken at B tier. Okay, I don't know if you know this, but C is the middle of the line. S tier doesn't count. S is like supreme, whatever. There's only one thing up there right now. Look at it as great, good, mid, bad, awful, right? So B is still a good cryptid. I still like
Mothman
it. C is the middle
has the
of
key to my
road.
heart.
Just 'cause
What can I
something's
say?
B tier doesn't mean it bad. And if you keep talking, I will take every one of these down. It's my pointless YouTube series. I'll rank it how I want. And also, as you saw in the
When
intro,
Nagoon
it
standing
is
up for
finally
himself
time
is
for him.
my
That is
spirit
right.
animal.
I now introduce to you the second edition of the Wendigoon YouTube's figure.
I've been thinking about this. This is a very, 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 very random thought. I've been thinking about this for a little bit here. I'm gonna pause. I've been thinking about this for a little bit. I think in my past life, I was a horse. That's it. Anyways.
For the holiday season. And as you can see, YouTube's pretty much let me do whatever I want. He's got the stag skull and the night vision, but he also has a shotgun with a lantern tied to the barrel for some reason. Why would he use a kerosene lantern and night vision? I don't know, but it looks cool. I am so happy with how this guy turned out, and as a matter of fact,
Is that a
YouTube's
YouTunes?
so happy with him
Is that
as
a
well,
YouTunes
we
of one?
decided, why stop at just one? Because in addition to this guy, you will also be able to get the U2's Wendigoon coffee mug. And check it out, look how happy he looks. Doesn't that just bring you joy? He's got like the night vision, inset eyes, and the little deer horns. Funny detail about this, I originally was like, yeah, I want him to have really big deer horns. And then YouTube's was like, that's probably a bad idea because, you know, that's directly where your eyes are when you're drinking. So
Oh,
why
that's
not do that?
hilarious.
And
I
it just
didn't
got
even
the
think
little one.
about that.
This guy, he
Oh!
still got the point. I'm so happy with how this
Sorry,
figure
I just
turned
made a
out,
mistake.
and hopefully you are as well. Both of these guys are available for a very limited amount of time. Like before Christmas, they're going to be gone for good. And the pre-order for these dudes,
Oh, well, this video was made like a year ago, so
they're gone forever. So if you're interested in either or
I
both
can't
of
believe
them,
I can't
head down
buy
to link
the
in
Wendigoon
description and keep in on
YouTunes.
it while you can. And just
What?
as a disclaimer, I want to make it clear
There's no point in
that
life
while
without
I am
that.
selling this for the holiday season, and I think it's a great gift for the holiday season, this is a pre-order. These things go through manufacturing, quality control, all of that. So even though you order it in December, they're probably not going to ship till like into February, early March. So if you are getting this as a Christmas gift for someone, just be sure that they understand the concept of object permanence. But I am thrilled with how this turned out. Hopefully you guys are as well. Again, link to them will be in the description. Get in while you can. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get into it. But as always, thank you for watching. And sincerely, thank you for the support you've shown on the merchandise, on the extra projects I'm working on. It really does mean the world. So again,
Okay, I gotta
thank
clean
you.
up
So with
this
that out of the way,
freaking apple.
Let's get into tier 2. Starting with the first entry of this tier, the Dover Demon. The Demon of Dover, Massachusetts was spotted on April
Dover
the
Demon.
21st, 1977.
What the fuck is that?
Bill Bartlett was driving
I
through
look
the
up and I
backwoods
just
near
see
town
that,
when he
bro.
spotted a creature with large eyes,
is that
bulbous
little
head,
guy?
and tendril fingers atop a broken
Just a little
stone wall.
alien
A
dude.
total of 3 sightings occurred
Now,
around town
another
that
good
night.
question.
Being
Do
the
I
night
believe
of
in
the 22nd,
aliens?
Bill drew a
Hmm.
sketch of what he saw and added the message,
I
Bill Bartlett,
want
swear on a
to,
stack of Bibles
but
that
I
saw this
genuinely...
creature. Lauren Coleman
I
investigated
genuinely
the sightings and named
think
the creature
that, like, they
the Dover
looked at
Demon.
Earth and they were like,
Despite only 2 days of
eh,
suspected
we don't care,
sightings,
and then they
the
just
demon
left.
has become
Like-
a mainstay among cryptid
I
communities.
don't know.
Because of the Dover Demon's
I think
appearance, a lot of people
aliens
associate it
are
with
cool. They're kind of
extraterrestrial
scary. They kind of do
alien
freak me out
encounters,
too.
but others
Like
just
aliens
say
as a
he's
concept
weird
always
little
freaked
guy
me
with a
out
big head.
as a
Well,
kid.
there were a few sightings in the days around
But
Bill Bartlett's
I'm gonna be
encounter, but
honest,
because stories are so
like,
scarce,
I don't
there
know
are
if
a lot of
aliens have
information as to
actually
how the cryptid works
visited
or how
us,
many
would
there
want
would
to
be.
visit
But
us, and
overall,
I
he's
got
pretty
polish
popular, and I
on.
get the appeal. So I'm going to put him
So,
at B
fuck it.
tier. After that, we've got the Fresno Nightcrawlers. These bizarre creatures were first spotted in 2007 when a man from Fresno, California, brought footage from his home security camera to the police. This footage depicts what can only be described as a walking pair of white pants moving across the front lawn. In 2011, a similar sighting occurred at Yosemite National
That was me,
Park.
my bad.
Several sightings have occurred in the years since, with some stretching all the way to Poland. Given the
I feel like now that we have cameras everywhere, it would literally kind of be impossible for an alien to just like sneak around.
Because of this,
You know?
mysterious, is a legend far more beloved than feared. The cryptid community typically sees the Fresno Nightcrawler as like a little puppy that just needs to be protected. And while some of the stories around it do get across kind of a
Just like me.
mysterious
I need to be
X-Files
protected.
feel, like, for example, there's one story where a man had a patch of grass in his front yard that regardless of what the season was, if it had rained, if it had snowed, it was always a bright green, dry patch of U shape that most people depict as fuzzy. My wife has little statues of it all over the house because she
Who
thinks
is
it's
calling
cute.
me?
It's not that terrifying,
Go away.
not that much definitive
I'm doing Nail
lore,
Friday.
but people like it and I get why. So it's going to B tier. Up next we have the Megalodon. The Megalodon, or big tooth, is a now extinct species of super shark.
Dude,
This shark,
Megalodon,
suspended by
like,
science
there
to
are
extinct
tons
for
of
over 3 million
crazy
years, could
sea
grow up to
creatures that
7
I
feet in
absolutely
length and
like
weigh over
wish
100
I
metric
could
tons.
see,
Of
like,
course,
in, you know
this
what I mean,
sparks
like
speculation that the
Megalodon,
creature
seeing
may
that
not
thing
be
in
extinct at
person.
all. Given
Oh,
discoveries like the
how
coelacanth,
cool would that be?
science has been wrong about supposedly non-existent species before. And given the mysterious nature of the ocean and
Okay,
food chains with
megalodons are not
empathy
real,
exhibiting
or
symptoms
it's not that
of
they're not real.
unknown
They
super
are
predators,
extinct. They do
the
not
legend
exist
of the
anymore. That is
megalodon
something I
continues
will.
to haunt the seas.
I'm very
The
confident
megalodon
to
has
say.
quickly worked its way into the cultural lexicon as of late. Like, you can go up to any random Joe on the street who doesn't know anything about Fresno Nightcrawlers or Dover demons.
I am
but
fairly
you can ask them
confident that
about Bigfoot
megalodons
or the
do not
megalodon and
exist
they'll
in our
probably know what you're
oceans.
talking about. And it makes sense, right?
I
The
am
megalodon
confident in
piques
that
natural
assumption.
Curiosity of just
There's
our
just
understanding of the
absolutely
sea.
no
We know that
freaking
things can
way.
get really big, and we know that they can get really lethal. So the megalodon
Lethal.
is the natural conclusion of that with things like sharks, a creature that's already widely feared. That combined with discoveries of giant teeth,
I used to be
as well
scared
as
of
the mystery
sharks,
of the
but
ocean itself, it makes sense why the legend is
there's
so
literally
widespread.
not enough food in the ocean
That
for them
being
to live
said,
anymore. Yeah,
big
literally.
shark. So it's going to be
It would just
After
like,
that, we have
it's
the
just so
Mongolian
silly that
jaguar.
people.
This elusive beast
There are
is
people
said
out
to
there that
stalk the
genuinely
Gobi
think the
Desert. According to
megalodon
local
is out
legend,
there,
the
bro.
deathworm is
You
a
know what?
black,
Good for them.
blood-red worm
I
that
can't even
slithers
hate.
beneath the
No,
sand
you
in
know, I can't
Mongolia.
even hate.
It can grow up to 3 feet
What
in
is
length.
that?
Many stories include
The
mention
heck?
of an extremely lethal venom.
Is that you, Camden?
hence the creature's name. And
Kinda looks
some
like you.
even mention projectile venom and
Oh.
electrical capabilities.
It's like a
The wild
factorial
world
bug.
word of the worm in 1926 when the Prime Minister of Mongolia was quoted while describing it. The legend is widespread across the Gobi, and despite the lack of evidence, it seems the people of the area are consistent in their belief.
That's me,
implying
sorry.
An unknown serpent may exist beneath the sea
Bro.
of sand. This one's always fascinated me because the
There's
desert
no way
itself, much like the ocean, is a mysterious wasteland, at least to us. We know that there are creatures that can survive there, but it is so inhospitable to humanity that the thought of it is uncanny in itself. So if the ocean has its legends
You
of
know,
serpents
I
and
feel
monsters
like
beneath the waves, then
people-
the sand deserves it as well. And also the idea that there's just these
People are
worms that
just
can shoot
silly.
venom or electrocute
I wish
you,
dinosaurs
and then if
existed.
it kills you, it,
You know, like,
shakes
still,
your
like,
body
weren't
underneath the
extinct.
sand to be consumed.
But,
That's terrifying.
you know,
Also,
they're
the
not.
desert
Ah,
itself is so big,
I don't
if
know.
a creature can
I
exist
don't know what I'm
beneath
talking
the
about.
sand, who knows?
Maybe they
how
are
many
real,
things
and I'm the
have been
delusional one.
uncharted yet.
They've been
And
real
it
this
leads
whole
many
time.
researchers to say if this many otherwise unrelated cultures across the desert have the same stories that corroborate off the other, maybe they're onto something. It's scary, it's elusive,
Maybe
it's
they're onto
well-defined,
something.
so it's going
Maybe.
in A tier. Next up, we've got the Ogopogo. The
The what?
Ogopogo is the lake monster of the Okanagan Lake, a fierce spirit that only allowed safe passage across the lake if a blood sacrifice was made.
Ooh.
However, with
Interesting.
sightings beginning in the early 1900s, the spirit now held the reputation of a physical form. The name Ogopogo was given in 1924, and the creature is described as dark green with the head of a reptile and lengths up to 50 feet. This serpent is said to move incredibly fast, and despite rewards in the millions for definitive proof, no conclusive evidence has been found. This menacing monster remains a mystery to this day. It's always interesting to me when legends existed before a culture's documentation of it, and then that culture's documentation corroborates off what was previously said. The natives had a legend of a giant beast in the lake, and then in the 1900s, sightings began happening of a giant beast in the lake. Also, it's hilarious to
It's
me
a little leaf.
that the natives were like, oh, it's, you know, this dark spirit that is supposed to be respected. As a matter of fact, we made sacrifices to it. It's not to be messed with. And then the French settlers
You know,
get
glitter
there, and they're like,
jinxie
"Oh, the Ogopogo."
trolls me.
All that being said, It is once again another big Loch Ness monster adjacent creature. in the middle of the lake.
I
So the
mean,
Ogopogo
it's
is
an
gonna hang out
apple.
at D tier with
That was kind of the
let's
goal.
talk about the
You know,
lizard man.
that
In
was
Lee
the
County,
goal.
South Carolina, there exists a legend of a beast who roams
Okay.
the scape or swamp. In 1988, reports began appearing around the swamp of a creature attacking those who leave their cars late at night. The thing was described as being 7 feet tall.
That
and
thing's
possessing glowing
kind
red
of beautiful.
eyes and green
Kind of
scaly
not
skin.
sexy. Don't say.
Over the summer of '88, several witnesses recounted the lizard man running at inhuman
The
speeds
lizard
and
man?
with
Come on.
impossible strength,
We all know who
ripping
that
apart the
is.
fabric of their vehicles. While the string of sightings was short-lived,
That
the gravity
picture
of
is
the
so
stories has
goofy.
existed in the public mind ever since.
Look at that guy.
Nearly every culture has some mythos of a reptilian humanoid, and many believe that one of them may exist in the swamps of South Carolina. The lizard man is classic cryptid horror, and I love it. Don't leave your car late at night, or else the lizard man will come out of the swamp and kill you. And if you're lucky, he'll only scratch up your vehicle as you drive away. The lore around the lizard man
Okay.
itself is interesting
Thanks
a
for the
deep dive.
advice,
There were
Wendigoon.
police
I appreciate it.
investigations in the area a while, or some kind of sick
Okay.
prankster. And despite a massive police search, no evidence was found.
What,
Those
a
who do believe in the
massive
lizard man
police
say maybe it was
search?
some kind of reptilian humanoid that died after the summer of
Everyone was
88,
like
or
on
simply
board
moved
with looking
somewhere.
for a lizard like
Regardless,
man.
it's creepy, it's cool, it's terrifying,
They're like,
so
oh,
I'm
we gotta
gonna
get the
get
whole
here.
police
There's
force
gonna
on
be a lot of
this.
people upset, I can already tell, that
The
all
lizard
the
man
humanoid
is
stuff
terrorizing
for
the
me gets fucked
town.
up, and all of like the lake monster serpent stuff
That's
goes
kind
down.
of silly.
Um,
A whole
my little
barrage of.
Shut up. But now, let's talk about the Thunderbird. The American countryside is
Thunderbird?
home to this terrifying legend. From the native people of the Great Lakes to the West Coast, the
I've heard of
Thunderbird was
this.
said to be a powerful spirit which takes on the visage of a giant bird of prey. This being is believed to be so powerful that it creates thunder by flapping its wings and lightning with its piercing gaze. While not expressly evil and even benevolent to many tribes, the Thunderbird was believed to punish those who do wrong. Some believe the Thunderbird to be a still existent species of flying dinosaur, and sightings have continued into the modern age. The Thunderbird's just really cool. There were a lot of stories around the American Civil War of soldiers being out west, and many soldiers claiming to have shot at one or seen one fly down over their camp. A lot of the stories around the Thunderbird of like the Algonquin speaking tribes of the American Northeast are fascinating because the Thunderbird is kind of ascribed as a caretaker or governor of the overworld or of like the realm of spirituality in the air. So it's seen there as more of like a spiritual figure, but in Western legends, it's much more physical, it's much more direct. So it's interesting how the creature worked its way into different cultures, all the way to sightings being reported during modern American history. And also, it's just a cool idea from like a horror perspective as well. Think about
Man,
the
I
idea
really
of
hope-
a bird that brings storms whenever it flies. Well, that would be a
My
reason for
goal
why you never see
this
it,
year
because
is
if
to
you
get
ever try to
monetized on
look straight
YouTube.
up during a
That's like my
thunderstorm,
goal.
it could be hard to see, and it uses that cover to fly through the air.
And
It's
I hope
fascinating
I
myth.
make it
I like the Thunderbird a lot,
before
so it's going
this
to day tier.
the
In
year
keeping with
ends.
the idea
And
of
I'm fairly
currently
confident
undocumented
I'll
groups of
make that
slightly
goal.
larger renditions
I think.
of
I don't know.
pre-existing
We'll see.
animals. Yeah, we have the orang pendek. This creature is said to exist within the mountains of western Indonesia. For over a century, sightings of a bipedal primate have been reported in the region.
Bipedal primate.
creature
I
is
think it's
unique in that
bipedal, but
no
it's
primates
okay.
of
I
that
don't say
size
things
are
right either.
documented in that region. Because of this,
Bipedal
many believe the
primate.
orang pendek, or short person, to be a missing link or Bigfoot adjacent beast. The creature has eluded researchers for some time, yet many
That
believe
is
the
a-
mountains
that-
of Indonesia
That thing
hold
has
the next
beautiful
great
hair, I will
archaeological
say. What's the
discovery.
hair care
So the
routine?
orang pendek
What
is
Dove mask
effectively
hair
an
mask do you
orangutan
use?
seen in an area where
I need to
you
know.
don't think
By the way,
orangutans
I
are.
did my makeup today and it looks pretty freaking
that's an F
good,
tier.
if I do
I'm
say
sorry,
so
I just can't.
myself.
Because when I was researching it, I'm like, oh, are there like no primates in the region? And everyone's like, no, there's a lot of primates in the region. Just no orangutan, so that's why it's a cryptid. And all the stories around it are like, oh no, you don't get it. The creature can be seen walking on two legs. And it's like, yeah, that's what orangutans do. I'm not saying that it is real or they do exist on that island or anything like that. I'm just saying if they do,
Okay.
I don't really care. It's
All right.
literally just a creature that already exists. Honestly,
I will probably move my light around a little bit and show you guys the yeah, I'm gonna get a new glow light for my setup here. Just because I think the light I'm using is too cold, I guess. It's just too cool toned for what I want to do. I want a ring light, like a freaking influencer. So,
let's talk about a
yeah.
lake serpent thing that I actually like, and that is Caddy, also known as the Cadborosaurus.
Oh my god, it focused. Nice. Check it out.
Off the coast of Cadboro
Freaking
Bay, British
apple.
Columbia in 1933. Described as a horrible serpent with the head of a camel,
What is that?
the creature has been spotted hundreds of times along
That thing
the
looks
shores
cool.
of Canada. In 1937,
I like
a
that.
whaling ship in Vancouver discovered an unidentified 20-foot-long corpse within the stomach of a sperm whale.
What?
Naturally, many speculated this creature to be the same species as the mysterious Caddy.
Huh.
Given the immense and consistent sightings
Would
of the
it,
creature,
would a
along
sperm
with the
whale
legitimacy
eat
of its
that thing?
witnesses,
I thought
many
they
view
ate like
Caddy as
squids,
one of
didn't
the most
they?
compelling examples
Hmm.
of modern, undocumented sea monsters. And the Caddy, I do place a lot of legitimacy in, at least compared
Really?
to some of the other sea monsters we've seen.
But why?
That's because all the sightings of it feel different than the sightings of other sea monsters. For example, a lot of these will be a guy who was out looking for the Loch Ness Monster, and then he's like, oh, I found the Loch Ness
Nice.
Monster. But most of the sightings of Caddy come from ship captains or politicians. Unidentified. Maybe there was some unidentified species of saltwater pike or sturgeon-esque creature, and maybe the legends around it really mean something. So again, while I typically don't like just take a lake, insert Loch Ness Monster there, the Caddy feels more unique and legitimate.
Sorry,
than
I
the others. Now, that being
keep
said,
moving
I still
it.
don't think it's
My
super
camera.
cool,
I keep
'cause
moving
again, just
away from my
long
camera. I need to
fish,
stop
but I
doing
can at
that.
least bump it up to the same tier as the Loch Ness Monster. It's also worth mentioning with a lot of these creatures, one of the reasons that I'm not super like, oh yeah, let's bump them up to A, B tier, whatever, even though I think the ocean's scary, stuff like that, is because things like Caddy, yeah, I absolutely believe it could be real, because we have already discovered things like Caddy, like the oarfish, for example. There were legends for years that there's this super long fish with like, you know, a red fin on it that can get like 30, 40 feet long. And we're like, haha, that's ridiculous. And then we find it and it's like, oh no, that definitely exists. Like for example, if we were to discover Mothman or the Jersey Devil or something like that, it would immediately reshape our understanding of biology, of history, of spirituality.
I don't know.
of the
I feel like if we
afterlife.
found the
In some
Mothman,
cases, it would
like,
immediately be
I
a
would
cosmic
be.
shakeup to everyone on the
I
planet.
wouldn't even
But if we
care
discover
about
that
the. I would
Caddy
just
or
try to get the
Pogo or
Mothman's
Champion
number.
are
That's
real,
what I'd be
then
trying to
it's just
do.
like, wow, that's kind of neat. So forgive me for saying that big fish isn't as cool as
The Mothman
So let's get back to
coming
my
on like
comfort
what,
zone,
like the
scary
Jimmy
humanoids
Fallon show or
with the
something?
Beast of Bray Road.
That'd be
This
so
creature is
funny.
often referred to as the werewolf of Wisconsin. According to local legend, sightings of the beast near Elkhorn, Wisconsin date back to 1936. However, the far more
I gotta head
popular
out, closing
appearances occurred
shift.
in the 80s and 90s, made famous by
Hello,
author Linda Godfrey.
Pebble
Stories
Animation.
arose
Welcome
of a werewolf
in.
within the backwoods of
I
Wisconsin.
check
While
him
no one
out.
was
Here,
ever
let me show
attacked,
you.
the beast was said to
Let me
attack
show you.
cars
Okay,
and
focus,
chase those
focus.
who were away from vehicles. It
Sorry,
carries
my
a
camera isn't
foul
focusing,
odor
but
and
yeah,
stands 7
I
feet tall.
did little
This
apples on my
menacing creature has
nails, on my
solidified its
thumbs.
place
Aren't
among
they
America's
just
dark
so
pantheon.
cute?
The Beast of
I
Bray
figured
Road
it's
has always had a special
fall,
place in my heart
and
because I've
I
talked about
do
it before on the channel,
something,
but one of my
do
first
something a little bit
exposures to these
cute.
creatures was the Animal Planet
Have a good rest of your
Lost Tapes,
stream.
and I never
Definitely
thought
send me the
werewolves were
nails when you're
scary.
done.
I
I
was just
will.
like,
I
okay,
will
it's like
send
a
you.
wolf
Ooh,
on 2
pretty.
legs, who
Yes,
cares?
thank you.
But then I saw some like
Sorry, let me.
some paintings
Oh
and
my gosh.
pictures of how actually
One second.
menacing a creature like that might be. And
Yeah,
the
I've
fear
just been watching some videos. Love the half. Yeah, the sliced open apple. I was like, ooh, I'll do one open, like sliced open apple, and I'll do one like full apple. They are both very different sizes, but you know what? I don't care. They're apples, and that's all that matters. They're apples, and that's all that matters. They're apples, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Let me try curing that. Let me try doing this one more time. I'm just trying to get this little leaf right here. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, no, I need to get a new freaking light. But yeah, thank you. I'm probably gonna head out pretty soon here, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I didn't do my other nails, this stream, but I did want to at least do the apples this stream. I thought, you know, do the apples. I feel like, you know, 2 hours in, I think it's pretty good length. Talked about some different things. Sorry, Pebble, that you just got here and I'm already talking about leaving. But, I don't know. I mainly just do this for fun, not really for anything other than that. I mean, I don't know. It's just fun. And yeah, that's okay. All right, cool, cool, cool. But yeah, I just like doing my nails. I just like chilling out, and I'm just a little bit tired today, so I just don't really feel like streaming for like another 2 hours. It takes me like 4 hours to do my nails, like all of them. Ignore my scratch on my hand. But yeah, let me hold on. Let me try to adjust my light a little bit. My horrible YouTuber. That does not look good. That looks kind of creepy. Whatever. I tried. I will post pictures on my community tab when I actually finish these. The whole set. All of my my fingers. But yeah, other than that, thank you all 2 of you, or how many of you watched this. I will upload the VOD. I usually edit. I private the live stream and then I edit the VOD after, just so it's like more, I don't know, streamlined, easier to watch. But yeah, thank you for coming in and watching me do my silly little nails. I had a pretty chill time. I actually had things to talk about this time as well. And what else? Yeah. If any of you have any video recommendations, things like that, fun videos to watch on stream, let me know, because I'm up for suggestions, watching videos while we do my nails. So yeah, appreciate you all being here, and I will see you all next Friday. Next Friday is Nail Friday. Don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but we'll do something. All right, good night.